I like to do as well is when you do fasten, let me see, the camera shows it here. When you do fasten your tarp to your poles all the way along, what I do is I like to leave the poles not staked in just yet. And what at the very end, I can pull it out wider, making more tension in the tarp, nice and taut, and that way it's better for the wind and any rain. At the back end of our tarp here, there we go, is instead of trying to waste some cordage and tie down this last piece, have a look around. Maybe find a branch ready to go and just improvise and use that. And that way you're not wasting cordage, and it's just like an instant tent peg. It's perfect. Tough to do with one hand, but we'll get it in. As a quick example I was talking about, using just some nice green branches to stake down, act as tent pegs. They go in quite easily. They don't need to be great, very thick. And this ground here is soft enough that it pushes right in. And then when you're done, pull the tail end of your support pole out and then just stake it in the ground. And that prevents it from kicking back in and getting loose over the course of the night. And working smarter, not harder. There's a natural crutch in the tree here. Instead of wasting extra rope on my side support pole, I just put it on there, locked, very stable. And then down here, again, pull it out away from there, drive a stake in, and always never leave home without your kukri. Okay, framework's done. Now, each side is a little more open than I like. It's not so much the protection of the animals, just protection of the wind and elements. So I'm going to go up here, see how it's open. So up here is a bunch of old stumps, and I can see that the bark's peeling off. It's some big sheets, and I think that'd be ideal. It's almost like a siding on a house. So be able to protect the wind, cover it in. See how the bark's here? I think we'd be able to pull some of those big sheets off without too much trouble. Stand them up, and that'll be some good wind and rain protection. There's bark, there's bugs, and looks like I found dinner. So all the bark's nice and loose. You can see it all here, right there. I don't know if you see it. Little morsel, a little dirty, but see if we can get some of that dirt off. Down the hatch. Just kidding. Give it a wash first. Sometimes when you're cutting branches, it's never a good idea, even though you have a saw, to spend so much energy cutting back and forth. Now this one's a little small, but anytime you have two branches, two trees close together like this, you can use them as leverage to snap them. That one's pretty small and easy. Something like this, too small. You leverage off two larger trees. Nice and low to the ground, it breaks better. This was almost too big around for these two trees, but you can see the principle and how it works. Basically, the two trees that are close together should be a foot or closer together, and the branches that you're breaking, again, keep them as big as round as maybe your fingers to make a circle, and that'll be plenty big. Unless you have some really great leverage, really long, and we'll use these two trees again. Let's see if we can find some more. This is more like it. Quite a long branch. Now I could probably break this by standing on it, but you wouldn't want to risk an ankle injury. Again, be familiar with your surroundings. This one was a little too close in my way. You might want to clear that first. Now with my surroundings nice and clear, I can put it in the trees. Very quickly, it creates a quick fire bundle that you can easily transport back to your camp, and again, an appropriate size, something we can use pretty readily in our fire tonight. Came back to the same spot. I found another bundle, and all through here there's evidence of the vines. The grapevines, if you will, wild vine. What you can do if you've got a distance going back, stack your wood on the vine, clear it of any shoots off to the edge. Single twist is plenty. That one's a little too dry. And there we go. Nice little fire bundle, easily carried back. And this way you could have two in each hand, walk back to your camp with them. Okay, things are coming along pretty good. Starting to block in this side with just found sticks. You don't want to work harder than you have to. We can keep building this and improving on it a little bit each day. But that's starting to close in that wall now. That'll keep a little bit of the wind, and it's just a peace of mind too. One more thing. I've already almost done it once already, and I know better. Anytime you're working with tools out in the bush, hang them up. Don't leave them on the ground. At least put your knife in the tree if you're working on something. If you need two hands, but never leave your tools on the ground. Quite easily, if left on the ground, they can easily blend in. And certainly with the wind that was happening just moments ago, I actually lost my saw temporarily. Hard to find. And this is you know, this tall grass, you can't, you put it out of your sight for a second, it's gone. So especially when you're tired, thirsty, play smart. You gotta think of these things. So never leave your tools. Super cool find. Look at this whole bark piece, the size of my fist, just fell off the tree all at once. I'm going to tuck it under the bottom edge of my tarp here, and as the water runs down, serves as a bit of a collection of water. Easy water, always good. Well, it's 6:30 and the rain is starting to come down now, and I contemplated walking way down to the bottom down there. It's not that way, but it's a little way, certainly uphill coming back to get some water. And lo and behold, some leftover snow depressions here. If I clean this away, wow, that is super deep. Now, careful not to stir it up too much. That would be some perfect water to get on the pot and have a bit of a boil. Make sure it's pure, and then we'll have some, I don't know, some soup or something. Certainly a hot drink. Camp is pretty well set. We've got everything tucked in there out of the way. Rain's starting to come down a little bit now, but you can see I've got the sides closed in. I've got some branches gathered for tonight. I'm not going to have a very big fire, but it would be nice to have something to just take the chill off. Right now I'm going to clear away some of this grass down in here and find some stones up in the fence row, so I can kind of really keep that fire at bay and just have a nice, you know, a little fire tonight. Nothing too big. Wind's dying down. That's nice. All right, got to keep working. The last light. After all that work, I'm pretty thirsty. Got a nice steel mug here. Top snap shut. So I'm going to see if I can find this water hole just over here. Really handy. Because it's so deep, it might be recharging itself. That's something I should watch for. So I could always put a stick in the ground, see how deep the water is after I take the measurement on the cup, take the cup full out, and see if it refills on its own. Perfect. Now I need some hot water. Let's go get a fire started.